is late. Let's see. There we go. Hey guys. Okay. Let me fix my hair so I don't look cray. Okay. Ooh, that light's bright. Okay, come through. So, first of all, I'm out of triage. I'm actually in a real bed. If you guys know, those triage beds are horrible. They're so uncomfortable. So, I am in a regular room. Got the baby's diaper bag, overnight bag in my purse right there. Me and let me just show you what the room. Let me flip it around so you guys can kind of see what this room looks like. I'm in the room. Baby's on the monitor right here. I'm pressing buttons. That's baby on the monitor. They are watching his. The reason why, real quick. So I was here all last night due to the incident with my wife, and they monitored me until this morning. I went home, and they called me and said I needed to come back for an ST. And then like an hour later, they called back and was like, oh no, you need to actually come back and stay 24 hours in the hospital on the monitor again because of the dips in the baby's heart. And also, the baby, as you guys know, has SUA, single umbilical cord artery. And my high risk doctor just thought it was best after reviewing, the baby's monitor papers from last night. So they gave me a shot in my butt to basically for the baby's lungs so that his lungs can be, developed all the way. Because as of right now, I'm only 36 weeks and 1 day. So if they have to take him out tonight or in the morning, he will be able to, breathe out here. So they already did that. And I'm basically just sitting on the monitor and they're continuing to watch him. So now that we got that out the way, you guys know I'm here. And I've been in triage since like 4. And they just got me to the actual labor and delivery floor and room in a room that I'm going to be in. So, yay. But let's talk about how my wife isn't here. Do y'all see her? No. Do y'all want to know where she's at? She's literally laid up with her coworker while I'm in labor. While I'm in labor. Y'all, I don't even know how. I was laying in triage. Like, I just want to, like, keep it real. Like, let's chat. It's not a lot of you guys in here. Like, please give your opinions and comments in the chat. Put it in the chat. Like, seriously. Do y'all think that a person can just wake up one day and just be like, they don't want their family? Because me and Misha would have been together this Saturday 8 years. 8 years. So it's not even that I really want her to be there. It's the fact that this is something we decided together. This is something we did together. And you decided to do all of this right before I'm gonna have a baby. Like, does that make sense? Like, right before I'm gonna have a baby, all of this comes out. All of this is here. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, right, like, I don't want to, at least for the baby, right? Do you know? Yeah, I'm going to be raw, authentic. I text her, and she was like, I don't want to be there. How do you go from living regular, Like having, like your regular relationship, and then the next day, all of a sudden, like the next day, how does it go from being regular, and then the next day, you're in a full blown different relationship? Like, do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, what happened? I'm a Scorpio, so like I like to have answers. Like, I want to know what happened. I can't just like let things go. I wish I could, but I'm not built like that. Like, what happened? How do you go from so happy, like literally crying, bawling? One of my followers on Instagram, she made a comment and she was like, she did all that crying at the gender reveal. She did all that crying. And it's true. She was so happy that it was a boy. You did all that. You showed out. And now, literally 2 weeks before I'm about to get birth, you decide you want to leave me and be in a whole new relationship. And don't give me any explanation after we've been married for 7 years and together 8 years. I mean, she's already cut out, you guys. Like, she's gone. If you watch the video, her stuff is gone. She doesn't live there. Like, I mean, that's already happened. She has me blocked, like, I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, this doesn't bother me. I'm not hurt. I'm not devastated, because that's reality. I am. I am devastated. I am hurt. I am lost. I am confused. Like, nobody, you already went through a pregnancy alone because we're in a global pandemic. I had to go to all my doctor visits alone, which we knew that going into this, but still, it's like the one thing that we were waiting for was this moment where you get to be here, where we get to share this moment. Yeah, her first baby, exactly. We get to share this moment together after missing everything because we're still in a pandemic and nobody can go to your doctor's appointments. And then this time comes early and you decide to just throw our entire family, marriage, and relationship away. I don't know. Do people just wake up and do that? Or does this mean, because I made a video, right? I'm going to post it after I get off of live, explaining how everything went down when I went up to her job and I confronted her, right? Like, when you know your spouse, like my wife doesn't like hickeys on her neck because she doesn't like going to work like that. Like, she's just one of those people, like, she likes them where people can't see them. She literally, it just doesn't add up exactly. When y'all, when I post this video and I give you guys the full story time, the full, like, exactly what happened as much as I can because of legal reasons, I can't, like, go into depth in it, but I told you guys, like, what's going on. Exactly. So look at, when I'm going to give you, like, you guys, like, a little bit about it. She said she was out drinking with her friends. She didn't come home. And I went to her job and was waiting for her to come so we can talk. And she got out the car. She ran inside, like, the bungalow of her job. And she left the girl at the truck. She didn't even tell her to come on. So I asked the girl, I was like, did my wife just get out your car? Like, I'm 9 months pregnant. I'm already huffing and puffing. Like, I probably didn't even say it with that much. I didn't even probably say it with my chest. And she was like, yeah. I was like, that's my wife. She was like, the girl was like, that's your wife? And I'm like, yeah, we've been together 7 years. It'll be 8 years, November 6th. And she was like, oh my gosh, like, it seemed legit. It seemed very sincere. She was like, I had no idea. She told me that she was single. And then she went on to say, I've only been working here a couple days. You only been working here a couple days, so you guys know I have a smart mouth. So the first thing I said, I was like, oh, so, you take random women home from your job after only working there a couple days. And then she just looked at me like, what could she say? And I was like, so you just took my wife home with you? Like, you don't even know her. You barely started working up here. And she was like, well, we were just like kicking it with people from the job, getting drunk and hanging out. And I was like, so did you sleep with my wife? And she was like, no, no, no. Like, I'm going to be honest, it came off very sincere. But now looking at the big picture, I don't feel that way, right? Of course. And she was very scared of me. She was very terrified of me. And I told her, I was like, I'm not going to hit you. I'm not going to mop you up. I'm pregnant. Come on now. Like, really? But I said in my head, I'm like, I'm not about to be pregnant forever. But the whole time, exactly, it doesn't make sense. She's really throwing everything away for somebody she's only known for days. There ain't no way, right? Like, this girl she's had to know this girl longer, right? So she was in the bungalow calling me, and she was like, let her go to work, let her go, stop talking to her. This is how she's talking to her wife. Me, she's telling me to let the girl go. Like, I'm not even holding her hostage. The girl's just terrified, so she's standing there. She don't want to walk like across me, or past me, because she thinks I'm about to beat her ass. I mean her butt. So she's just like standing there, like I'm taking pictures of her. She's just standing there like lost in the sauce. You guys see what she looks like? She was probably lost. Like, what if I just sleep with the wife, woman, but now, hold on. Y'all, I don't know. Tell me, that's a little bit of it. Tell me, but she knows and says a lot about her, knowing she knew she wanted anything to do with your wife. And I'm like, you're sleeping with a married woman, and we have kids, like, and we have our first baby on the way. And I was like, I'm pregnant. And she was just standing there, like, with this, like, dumbfounded look. So I didn't know if it was sincere or if it was just like she knew and she was playing the part. You know what I mean? I don't know. But she insisted on telling me she had only been working there a couple days. So you're telling me my wife's going to throw all this away for a woman that she's only known for a couple days? So anyways, I'm going to post this, but I'm going to post the full story after this. Right, she knew. So she knew she was messing with someone else's spouse. Because ain't no way. Girl, ain't no way. So I'm like, I walk off. I was like, I ain't got time for this. And I made my little remarks. But like I said, for court purposes and, other purposes, I can't say what I said. But just know I said what I said. And y'all probably know what I said. And I kept it pushing, right? I got in my car and I left. Well, later on that evening, y'all already know, I did a pop-up. If you know what a pop-up is, then I don't need to explain it. For legal reasons, I can't even do that to protect myself in the court of law. But anyways, I did a pop-up, 9 months, pregnant at all. Now, mind you, Misha didn't come out the bungalow. I didn't get to see Misha's neck. So when I did the pop-up and Misha was like, get in the car, stop, 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 I seen that Misha had hickeys on her neck. Yeah. I I was floored when I seen those marks on her neck. Now, when I tell you nothing's going on, like when I tell you, like, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you know how like there's red flags, right? Has she been acting different or checked out, right? Touch their phone or be alone with their phone or whatever, like comes home late from work, whatever it may be, doesn't communicate. One thing about me and my wife is we have the locations on our cell phone. Did you say hickeys? Oh, she trying to be single, single girl. Hickeys. 4 of them to be exact. Hold on, let me turn it up. Can you hear me now, guys? I'm sorry. 4 of them to be on, and they weren't even hidden. They were like right here on her neck. 4 of them, like plain in sight. Okay, now you guys can hear me. Okay, good. I had to turn it up. I'm sorry. Y'all gotta let me know if you couldn't hear me. So, I lost it, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. I lost it. Not on anybody but her. And I was crying. I was broken. I was like, why are you doing this? Like literally, we always leave our location on. It's not because we don't trust each other. That's just what we do. Like, we just have our location on, like, period. And that night, she turned her location off. And, when she was supposed to be kicking it, but she was laid up with that trailer trash girl, trailer park. And nothing against trailer park or anything. I'm just saying that's the vibe she gives me. Like, did you even take a shower before you went to work? Did you even brush your teeth? Because that's the vibes that you gave me. And I'm like, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, Amisha, you let this girl give you hickeys? And you barely met her? And you barely met her? And so instantly, my question is, did you sleep with her? Like, I want to know. Like, did you sleep with her? Did you sleep with this girl? She didn't even hesitate. She was like, yeah, I did. She was like, yeah, I did. You guys, I have the full video. I'm going to post it. I'm just like, I'm lost. Like, she don't want to come back, girl. She don't want to come back. She told me, I wish this was Instagram and I can put like the screenshot of our text message. But basically, she told me to go be free. Go do me. She don't want me. But just 3 days before, you're kissing my belly, kissing all on me, telling me how much you love me. You're so nervous to see the baby be born, but you're so excited. You're doing all that. But then this happens. What? Like, what? I'm freed at this point. I'm in the. It's nothing is a guarantee, but they could deliver the baby tonight, the morning, or I could just go home tomorrow. It's pretty much all up to my high risk doctor and the OB, depending on how many times, depending on how the baby's heart is doing, right? So I'm here by myself. She ain't in here. Her family ain't in here. Y'all, when I tell you what her mom said today, and I have a lot of utmost respect for her mother. She's a good human being and she's a phenomenal mom. She's a phenomenal grandmother. And you know how sometimes you marry into a family and the grandparents don't treat the kids that ain't their biological grandkids different. Well, this lady isn't like that. And I always had a lot of respect for her. Yeah, when she said what she said today, I just looked at her like, yo, I'm shook. I'm shook, you guys. I'm keeping it real. I'm shook. I'm not coming on here all acting like I'm shook. Kid, you're just too beautiful and too good for a mom to allow your children to see this and think this is a healthy relationship. Is supposed to be. Don't let her come back. Emotional and the baby comes in. She's not. I wish I could pull up the text message right now, you guys, and show it to you on the screen. To me, she's texting me, leave her alone. Don't text her, don't call her. She was like, don't call my mom, don't call my sister. Because, that night when she was out, she doesn't do that. Misha's 33. She doesn't go out and kick it. She doesn't do all-nighters. We did that when we first got together. We were young. Come on now. We don't do that. We go to work. We take care of our kids. We're grown, We don't be doing that. So that was way out of her character, once again, to be out all night. Yeah, I'll post them. And so, good idea. I'll post the screenshots of what she's been saying in the text messages. And so, and let me just put this disclaimer. I'm not sharing my story to bash anybody, to bring anybody down, but this is my story. And I want to bring light to whatever I'm going through in my life. This is my channel. And this is my real life. So I want to share my suffering and pain. And if people's feelings get hurt along the way, well, I'm sorry. You shouldn't have put me through what you put me through. I'm not sitting here bashing her. I'm just telling you what I'm experiencing. So I want to put that disclaimer right here before I talk anymore. So sorry, guys. I'm like, I have all these things on my arm. And this one hurts. I'm not even gonna lie. That one hurts on my arm. Like I'm already all messed up from yesterday. I got all these bruises. I got all these bruises right here. Look at my arm. So that's why I keep switching to that phone because my arms hurt. My bad, y'all. Bear with me. And so, and I'm having like a little contraction. It's not that bad. So, how do you go from loving somebody the day before and then the next day you're pushing them and saying, get out of here. I don't want to be with you. Y'all, I'm so when I say this is completely out of her character, this is completely out of her character. She has never did this. She has never broken up with me. Never, never. We've been together almost 8 years. So, hold on. I'm having, I thought the contraction was over, but it double backed or something. Okay. Whew. That don't feel good. So, how do you wake up the next day and just be done with your whole family? She's raised my kids, y'all. Sonny was an infant. Little Mike and Ellen were 2 and 3. My baby daddy was in prison. She raised my kids since they were babies. My kids call her dad. They love her. And not even that, all today when my kids brought me to the hospital, I'm gonna cry because when you love your kids, you get emotional or whatever. But Ellen and Sunny started crying because they're really attached to me. And they know that, like, I've never been to the hospital while my kids, were, I never had I never was in the hospital to have a baby. So this was a new experience. And they knew I was scared because Misha wasn't here. They could just feel it. They could feel my vibes. And anyways, Ellen just started, you'll see in the vlog, I vlogged it. Ellen just was crying, you guys, and she was holding on to me. And I knew it wasn't just because I was going into the hospital. Ellen was crying because she knew I was going to be alone. And when you really love a child and you invest, all like the time and the years that Misha has invested with them, you care about their mental and emotional state. And she doesn't. And Sonny, when he got in the car with my mom texted me and she said, Sonny's crying. And he said, I already lost one dad. Now I lost my other dad. He called me on his tablet and he FaceTimed me and he was crying. And I was like, I love you. You'll have a little brother soon. If not, today, tomorrow, in like a week, he'll be here. If they don't take him out, I was trying to defer his emotions. I was trying to change the subject so he could look forward to something, right? Instead of just being upset. But when you love a child, you take into consideration of their feelings and how the choices you make are going to affect them. Ellen's birthday is next weekend. She turns 9. Our anniversary is the day before Ellen's birthday, and my birthday's November 4th. It's just like she picked the most messed up time to rock our family. And I'm not gonna sit here and try to hold my tears back because I ain't no robot. I'm a human being. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. And I'm a damn good one. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like this don't hurt, because I'm pretty sure other moms are gonna run across this video, and it's okay to cry. Don't try to be tough and like, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be hurt. Let it go. It's a part of the healing process. You gotta cry it out. So I'm gonna cry it out. And I'm gonna cry it out on live. So I'm just like, when you really love a child, and Sunny is the closest to her because he was a baby. Misha taught Sunny how to talk, how to walk. She potty trained him, you guys. Like, my baby is hurt. My baby is hurt. He is hurt. And I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it for my baby. I gotta love him and just be there for him extra. And he's calling me the most on his tablet. He's like, "What are you doing, Mom?" Because they feel bad that I'm alone, y'all. And I just feel like, how do you do that to your family that you've invested 8 years with? And so back to what her mom said, you guys. So I'm outside talking to her mom before I'm coming to the hospital. And she's like telling me, yeah, I have a couple people that are fighting over coming to deliver with me if I deliver tonight or in the morning. That's not the problem. The problem is my wife is supposed to be here. I have friends and family, my mom, they're all trying to fight over who's gonna, take Misha's spot. But it's the fact that we did this together. It's the fact that we were supposed to do this. And it wasn't supposed to be my mom. It wasn't supposed to be my best friend in here. It was supposed to be her. So yeah, that hurts because I never had to experience this before. A lot of women have given birth on their own or had their mom in there. No, like I had my baby daddy was there. He was sitting right in the bed with me. I never experienced birth without like your partner. And it's different. I can only imagine the emotions are different. You're sad because the person that you really want to be here ain't here and they don't care to be here, because she made that plain and simple when she texted me. So anyways, I'm talking to her mom, and her mom is just like, we're just talking about the situation outside, and her mom makes a comment that just like, I just started bawling. She was just like, well, didn't Misha tell you that she don't want to be with you no more? Didn't she tell you it's over? And I looked at her like it was the most heartless comment, the most heartless thing she could say when I'm headed to the hospital by myself without your daughter. Like, it was cruel. Like, it was just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I just looked at her. What could I say? And she was just talking, and she was like, why are you trying to fight that girl? Because I was like, she was like, Nisha came over here. So last night, I'm in the hospital all night. And the baby's heart rate is like going up, going down, going up, going down. You're kicking it. And then you go to your mom's house with this girl. The girl stays in the car. You go and get your mail and you tell your mom the whole situation basically that happened. And Misha calling the cops on me. How you calling the cops on me? I didn't hit you. I didn't do anything to you. I was crying like I know this is gonna sound ghetto, but like a sucker. Like I was crying, like I was just like, why are you doing this to me? Because I'm vulnerable. I'm pregnant. I don't understand where this came from. It's not like there was all these red flags and all these signs and I just knew you were cheating. And no, there was none of that. This is completely out of the blue. This is completely I didn't even see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. And neither did the kids. We didn't see it. So I'm talking to her mom, and her mom was like, yeah, she told me. And she was like, but why are you trying to fight the girl? I said, I've never tried to fight the girl. I've talked to her. I didn't try to fight the girl. I didn't even tell her, like, I didn't even, exchange any words like that. I calmly was asking the girl questions like, do you know that my wife is married? Do you know that we have a family? Like, and she was like, you should leave her out of it. Like, almost defending this girl. And I'm her daughter-in-law for 7 years. And like, what? I just was standing there in awe and everything she was saying. Like, she was like, why are you chasing me? Not chasing, because chasing, you need to do it multiple times. I did one pop-up, okay? One and done. Why did you even go there? Why? Because I love her and we're about to have a, like, what? What? I don't know. Am I wrong, y'all? Like, say something, like, y'all talk to me. And being close. Exactly. She was just saying some out of pocket stuff, you guys. And I was just standing there and I was just like, and then she would say, I don't even know what to say. You already said it. You already said some heartless stuff. What do you mean you don't know what to say? You already said it. Like, no empathy for my feelings. She was like, when somebody tells you they don't want you, just get far away from them. Damn. Really? Because the day before all that, she wanted me. The day before that, I was her wife and I was her whole world. So, what? Like, y'all, I lost all respect. I lost everything. I lost everything when her mom was talking. I lost it. I was just like, I lost it. So, I don't know, you guys. I keep telling myself, the baby, he's hacking moving right now. I keep telling myself, it don't matter. None of this is gonna matter when they hand my baby to me. None of this is gonna matter when I get to hold him. But in reality, exactly. And she was like, why would you? She was like, they made a police report on you. Exactly 8 years of my life. I was like, yeah, my own wife called the police on me because I want to know why she's leaving me. And I'm screaming and crying. I didn't hit her. I didn't push her. I didn't do none of that. There's street cameras. They can be reviewed by the police. I didn't put my hands on this woman one time. She put her hands on me several times. Several times. And I'm telling her mom, like, she pushed me down. Her mom wasn't like, oh my gosh, why did she do that? She was just like, girl, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say because you, and her family, my wife is the only gay person. There's no like gay cousins. There's no like lesbian cousins. There's nothing. No trans people. Like, there's nothing. And I mean that in like a good way, not trans people, but there's none of that. Like, in her entire family, she's the only lesbian. So, I mean, that's already makes her the black sheep right there. But I don't know, you guys. I'm I keep telling myself that when the baby's here, none of this will matter. But in all reality, it's going to matter even more because imagine I'm going to look around and the person that was supposed to be here ain't going to be here. And I don't want to psych myself out because it's only going to hurt me worse. Well, how does this all work out with the baby? Is it just your baby now by yourself? Yep. It's just my baby now. Imagine how that feels. Imagine how that feels. She don't want to sign the birth certificate. She don't want to be here. She said, I don't want nothing to do with you and the baby at the hospital. Okay, that's fine. That is okay. What am I supposed to do? Beg and plead? I ain't begging her for what? I didn't do nothing. She made this decision on her own. This is what she wanted. She woke up one day and chose to destroy her family, not me. And it's like, well, I'll go ahead and tell you the name that Misha picked out for him. Misha picked his whole name out. She was like, that's my son, I'm naming him. And she took charge and she named him. And so we've called him this name for the last 5.5 months. And my wife's name, her real name is Almisha, not Misha. So we named him Almise Josiah Williams. Her middle name is Janae. Her name is Almisha Janae Williams. And so she wanted his name to be the same initials as hers. So she named him Almise Josiah Williams. And we loved it. We call him Missy or Missy. All of us, we just thought it was the cutest name. And we've been calling him that. I don't have a name for him. I can't. What type of mother would I be to give him her name when she don't even want to be here? She don't want to participate. She don't want to sign the birth certificate. She says she don't want to have nothing to do with it. I ain't desperate, you know. It doesn't matter. We're legally married, so she's going to be legally, financially responsible for that baby because that's how it works in the state of California when you have a child, whether you are lesbian, heterosexual, when you are legally married, your spouse is responsible for that child. So it doesn't matter if she ain't here to sign no paperwork or anything like that. Because we are married, the baby has to go on her health insurance and all of that. So that doesn't matter, you know, but it's the fact that I'm not going to name my son after you because you don't want to be here. You don't want to not even you don't want to be here. You don't want this out of nowhere. And you cried. She sat there and cried on that beach, you guys. I turned the camera off and she cried because it was a boy. She wanted a boy so bad. We were all in pink. We all wanted a girl. Misha was the only one in blue. She was the only one in blue. Yep, sure could have. So of course I'm not giving my baby that name. Like what? Of course not. But I don't know. I don't have any name picked out. I have no name. Sonny said he wants to name him Sonny. Sonny was like, I think we should name him after me. So thanks, Liz. So I need to come up with a name. So if you follow me on Instagram, shoot me some boy names because I don't have any names picked out. Because we already had his name picked out. So as you guys can hear by me talking and sharing everything, like everything is fresh. All of this happened Friday. Everything I've just talked about just happened Friday. I'm trying to be strong, y'all. But when you just get that, feeling in your stomach and your eyes get watery and you're just like, this is really my reality right now. Like, this is my reality. And it's not the reality that I signed up for. So, and I'm just want to be transparent and open, with my YouTube channel, my YouTube family, because a lot of women go through this. A lot of women are going through what I'm going through right now. Either they're going through it in silence or they're going through it. And it's okay. You're not alone. I'm going through it too. And I didn't plan for it to be this way. It's like, if they have to take the baby out, they already gave me the shot, for his lungs. So I got it way earlier. But of course, a part of me, I feel weak. I feel weak right now, you guys. A part of me is like, man, I'm about to have a baby in this emotional state. So, of course, a part of me is like, hopefully his heart is good and they send me home tomorrow afternoon and I get to come back in a week and have him, or, a couple days to get like a mental check and get my mind right, because my mind isn't right. I'm hurt. I'm devastated. I'm shook. And I have to welcome a newborn baby in this state of mind. And I just kept telling her, I'm like, Misha, how are you doing this to me right now? Like, why? When I'm about to give birth any day, I'm already dilated. I've been having contractions for at least a week. Like, we already knew this was coming. Like, I'm sorry. I'm just be crying. Yeah, I keep telling myself that. Like, once I see him, he's gonna just like, none of this will matter because my son will be in my arms and all of the hard work that I had to go through to get him here, will be so worth it. But it's like, I want to believe that and I want to hold on to that and stand on that. But it's like a part of me is like realistic. I'm going to look around and she's not going to be here to share that moment with me. And I don't want to be fake and be like, oh, I just know that when I hold him, everything's going to be perfect. And I'm just going to be overwhelmed with joy. I am. But I'm also going to be overwhelmed with sadness because I'm not going to look at her in that chair doing skin to skin with him. And that's the truth. That's the hard part that we don't want to admit because it's going to hurt. And I don't want to set myself up mentally to think that it's not going to hurt when I look over there. She's not sitting there because it is going to hurt. So I want to mentally prepare myself for I'm going to hold him and it's going to be beautiful, I know. But I'm also going to have those moments where I'm like, she isn't here. Regardless of this situation, regardless of what has happened and transpired, I understand. I get all of that. But you don't have a baby to do it by yourself. Nobody does. And I've never did it by myself. I was with my kid's father. He was here for all three of our births. So, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all probably like, Key, if you do not stop crying, we are done with you. I'm sorry. Woosah, right? So, that is what, I don't know. And it's like, my wife works a lot of hours. She works 6 days a week, sometimes 10 hours a day. And so it's like in my head, I'm like, maybe she formed a relationship. with somebody. I don't know, you guys. With that girl, her name is Jess. Okay, let's see what the comments just said. It said, I did my first two by myself. You're going to be surprised at just how strong you are when it's only the option you have. You're right. And we all know that if y'all know, if you didn't know, I'm strong, you know. I went through a lot pregnant with my brother Aaron, breaking into my apartment, busting my windows, stealing from me. And I made it through all of that pregnant. Okay, I didn't have a mental breakdown or none of that because the only choice I had was to be strong. Miss T, there's no taking her back. She don't want me. It's not funny, but she told me to move on. She texted me literally. She said, "Move the f on." So, okay, Roger that. I know it's going to hurt, but maybe it's the best that she isn't around because you don't want baby's beginning of life to be negative because of behavior. You're completely right. And I know that, like, I know he's like going ham. He is. He's like, see if you guys can see it. He is kicking like, oh, crazy. You're completely right. Completely right. And I completely agree to what you're saying. I do. And I know that. And she isn't going to be here. But all I'm saying is like, I want to be truthful with myself that it is going to hurt, you know? I want to be honest with myself that it's not going to feel the same. So I don't want to like put so much expectation, I don't even say, or put so much into this amazing feeling that I know that's going to be present, but without also being realistic and logic, knowing that there's going to be moments of pain because she isn't here. And that's it. And I don't want to I don't want to leave here with postpartum depression. I don't want to walk in postpartum depression. I don't want to. I've had that once in my life with my first son, and my baby's father was amazing, and he got me through it, and he stood by my side. And like me and my kid's father, the baby, he's like, he does not want to be on this monitor. I'll tell you that. When I put the camera on him, he don't want to move. But then when I move it away, it jumps. Yeah, I'm not to play the devil's advocate because I'm definitely not. But do you think the pressure and unknown of having own child is because I thought about that. I promise you, I did. Sis, her owners act like this, like move the fuck on. You're birthing her child. Yeah, exactly. Like I promise you, like I thought about that earlier today. I was like, because some men do this. A lot of men. I have 23 brothers, 23 siblings, and the majority of them are men. There's multiple women, and there's my dad has multiples, you know, from his seed, twins and triplets, okay? So I've seen all men are different, right? Some men run when it gets so close. They'll do so good the entire time of their wife or girlfriend being pregnant. And then it's like right before it's time to have the baby, they wow out. I've seen my own brothers do this, my uncles, cousins. Every man is different. And even though Misha is a woman, she's never had a child. She's never had a baby that was, she's gonna sign a birth certificate stating this is my child. Like, she will be legally responsible for this baby, not just me. And I'm not trying to like give her excuse. Don't get it twisted either, you know, like you said, playing devil's advocate. But I'm like, is that what she's doing, you know? I don't know. I don't think I'll ever know because the way that she's expressing herself to me is she's completely done. She don't ever want to talk to me. She literally said she don't want to ever talk to me or see me again. So I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if we'll ever know. So I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not dwelling on if she's coming back or if she's loves me. I'm not dwelling on that. I'm dwelling on what the hell happened. When did this happen? I just want to know the story. You know, like, I just want to know, how did all this transpire? That's it. That's all. I don't care about the anything else. I just want to know the story. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but that's what I want to know. Like, that's it. Like, how did this girl, I don't know. I just want to know how this happened. I don't care. Like, you already did what you did. You already broke me. You already did everything that you did. You already put your hands on me. You already did all of this stuff. So guess what? I'm not worried about none of that. Like, are you coming back? Are you going to love me and the kids? I haven't even brought that up one time. I just want to know, what's the storyline? I don't know. I think that's driving me crazy more than anything. So, and when I tell you this girl never takes her iPhone location off ever. Yeah, I want closure. And I thought that I had closure by everything that happened last night, right? I thought, I'm like, that was the closure. Even when I talked to her mom today and her mom got at me out of pocket, her mom was talking to me like I was nothing. Like, I had no value to her daughter's life. Like, we just didn't spend almost literally a decade of our life together. You know, I was 25 when I got with Misha. Barely just turned 25. I was a baby. Was I 24? I can't remember, but I was a baby. That's okay. That's okay. I do want closure. I want to know what happened. I want to know, how did this girl become so important to you that when I'm trying to walk up the street, you're pushing me so I can't get to her? I want to know why when you went and ran into the office of your job and you called me and you're like, leave her alone, and you were protecting her instead of me. Instead of saying, baby, get in the car, you're pregnant. You don't need this for the baby. Like, you were worried about her. That's the answers that I want. I'm not looking for anything else because it's done. There's no coming back from this. Personally, for myself, I don't see that. I don't think you can come back from this type of situation. You can't. I don't know. I just don't see that you can, because not only did she says that I humiliated her at her job, you humiliated yourself when you decided to start a relationship or have sex with somebody at your place of work like an immature child. I didn't do that. All I did was did my part and showed up. I wasn't like ghetto, like, I just sleeping with my wife. I didn't do none of that. I was calm, cool, and collective. I was like, did my wife get out your car? She was like, yeah. I said, so my wife stayed at your house last night? I wasn't irate screaming. No, I got too much class, baby girl. But I did have a lot of questions, and she answered them. And I got in my car and I left. So you're humiliated because you got exposed. You're humiliated because everybody was in the office with the windows open hearing what I was saying. Period. That's how you got humiliated, because you were exposed. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. It says there's a difference in sharing your body and sharing your heart outside of a relationship. It seems like she may like this woman. That's one thing. Hey, Jones. I didn't get to read the rest of it. Hold on. Now my chat don't want to come up. I can't. And that's one thing I can't and won't do is share my partner's heart. Right. Because I've been with you 8 years and you're literally showing me, like, let her come to work. Stop talking to her. Let her come inside. Like, you're concerned for her. We can't come back from that. We can't come back from that. So, but that doesn't take away from my feelings. That doesn't take away that I'm hurt, that I feel broken. Because I invested 8 years of my life with you, 8 years of my time with you, 8 years of my kids' life. What about the 8 years of my kids' life that has been invested? And now you never want to talk to them or see them again? And her mom was like, just move on. Just move on. When somebody doesn't want you, just move on. The kids too. That was heartless. I promise you, I will never treat my daughter-in-laws like that. And I'm gonna have three because I have three sons. I will never talk to them like that because I know how it feels. I know how it feels. I don't know, you guys. I'm just rambling and talking, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure she is gonna watch this video. Pretty sure she's going to see it. So, I mean, I don't care if she does or doesn't, but I'm almost 100% sure she is. And it's like, I can't respect any man or woman in this planet that sleeps with a married person's spouse. I'm sorry, I never will. The moment when, if she didn't know, and I don't believe that, my wife has worked at that job for 3.5 years. Everybody knows who I am. Everybody knows I'm Misha's wife. It's just hard for me to believe that this girl didn't know who I was. So my thing is like, this is what threw me off is Misha was sick. She had a cold. She had a fever, runny nose. She just had like, was really not feeling good, like at all. And that was the night. Did you know? Yeah, it's okay. I'm at the hospital. I ain't worried about it. I mean, I don't have a platform like that. So, and this is, you can't even get up in this hospital, okay? It's so COVID restricted. But anyways, when you're sick, right, you want to either be under your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your mama, somebody who's going to cater to you and take care of you. Well, for me, that's how I am, and that's how my wife is. And that night she was out all night, she had a cold. The day before that, she was at urgent care all day getting medicine because she didn't feel good. So you're telling me that you were laid up at this girl's house sick because you were sick. You had a cough. You had sex with this girl while you had a cough, sick, with a runny nose, mucus going everywhere, and you let her put hickeys on your neck. Like, what? I don't know. It's just mind blowing. And my wife is the type of person, like, she's not going to be at your house unless you're about to take care of her while she's sick. You get what I'm trying to insinuate? Like, so this was somebody she's formed a bond in a relationship with because she was sick. And she was at this girl's house, and this girl had to be taking care of her. And it just, I don't know. That's the Hunters. She developed feelings for this woman. You're going to cry, but this is to accept love, but in time it will get better. Yeah, I know. It's, time heals all wounds. And you live and you learn, right? There's nothing I can do about it. It happened to me. I have to just accept it now. But I have to accept it in a vulnerable state. This is like the most vulnerable time of a woman's life because you can die giving birth. We all know that. It is the most scariest time of a woman's life when she's about to give birth to life. And it's like, you kicked me when I was down already. All the complications that our babies had, I had to take a break from social media because of all the complications. And you're telling me you decided to do this to me? I don't understand. And I probably never will understand. It's probably never going to make sense to me. Hey, gorgeous, it's okay. So it's really good that you're clearly seeing the depth involvement with the other woman. Oh yeah, because you know your spouse, right? Some women try to sugarcoat it to be blind to the signs that it's deeper than just sex. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna set myself up for thinking that, oh, this is nothing. You're not. Nah, I see it for what it is. And there's no way that girl's only worked there a couple days. She's been there, and y'all have formed a work bond, and then y'all started linking up after work. Damn, I'm gonna have to watch this from the beginning. I missed a lot. Yeah, sis, you are. I'm gonna post it. New name, new beginning. What did it say? New name, new beginnings, baby. Girl, I'm sure we can come up with one. Yeah, we gotta find a name for baby boy. And I have this like weird feeling when I look at him and they put him in my arms, I'ma just know. I don't know why, I just feel that way. Like, I'ma just see him and be like, that's your name. We'll see, but it's been a roller coaster to say the least. A roller coaster. Has she tried to reach out? Hell no. I reached out to her and she talked to me crazy. Nope. She has not tried to reach out and she ain't going to. When I tell you guys, watch, I'm gonna post this video right after this. Maybe you guys should watch that video and then rewatch this video. But when she was putting her hands on me and shoving me and pushing me, she had this blank look in her face. Like, it was emotionless. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like right now, if you look at me, I look tired, I look sad. Like, you can see the emotion behind my eyes. Like, her eyes were just like empty. Like, there was no soul. Like, I don't know, it was weird. And I never seen her eyes like that. And I was just like thinking, when she was yelling at me, I'm like, why do her eyes look like that? But anyways, let's see. I'm sure you'll come up with one. Should she try to reach out? No. Sis, can we have a virtual baby shower for her, please? I'll help you. Yeah, that would be nice. Let's have a virtual baby shower. We should have a virtual baby shower, and even if the baby does come, I'll reveal the baby to you guys at the virtual baby shower. That'll be cool. And then if he doesn't come, then we'll have time to have one. But, y'all. Can I say? Or is it soon? Because, no, it ain't too soon, sis. It is not too soon. I kind of would love for his name to have a K. I don't know. I think that would be cool because my name has a K and all my other kids are named after, like, little Mike, he's named after his dad. He's the third. Ellen is named after my baby daddy's big mama, Ellen. She's the only one in his entire family who carries her name. So that's like a big deal in their family. And then I have Sunny. So, and Sunny, my baby daddy came up with all their names. So I kind of would like to, And then from what the ultrasound say, he looks just like me. So I would love for his name to have a K. So if you have any boy K names, make sure you guys send them to me in my inbox. Do you think she's on something? Oh, yes. I text her mom because I was so hot. When I got to the hospital, I text her mom the screenshot that my mom sent me saying how Sunny was crying. Her mom didn't say nothing. Her mom didn't reply. It's like, it's good, whatever. But I told her mom, I said, ain't no person sober in their right mind gonna do what Misha just did to me. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. Ain't nobody sober that's not on narcotics. I cannot speak. Narcotic, I cannot talk. On some type of drug, okay? There's no way that somebody completely sober is just gonna do what she did. I don't believe it. I don't. I'm sorry. Kason, Kanu, all my friends' kids' names. So, my goddaughter was there when the altercation situation happened, and she told me, she was like, God, Mom, it looked like, Misha was on something. But my eyes were so swollen from all the crying. I wasn't, I couldn't see all that. I was so hurt. Let's try to you know what I would like? It's for it to be KE. I feel like she is up to something. You know what? When I was in triage, I was thinking the same thing. Because y'all don't know the full story. When I post this video, when I get off of here, y'all about to get a lot of what's been transpiring the last 5 months. Some of y'all might be upset, but that's okay. But I'm gonna bring all you guys up to speed on exactly what's going on and why I took a break from YouTube. There was a big reason besides the baby's, you know, conditions that we were going through with him. There was other major things that happened. Yeah, would explain the blank look in her eye. Kevin, is that Kevin? Something with key or I don't know. I haven't had a baby in my arms that was my baby in 7 years. Sunny is 7. And I'm just trying to stay positive, thinking like, yeah, because she's an alcoholic. And see, like, I was just not trying to, Keon, I like that. I wasn't trying to say all that because I have all that in the next video that I'm finna post when I get off of here. And she's an alcoholic, so Misha has a drinking problem where at first it was just like, every so many days she got a bottle of Remy, and then it turned in, Kinu, how do you say that? I like that. And then after that, it turned in to drinking, Remy Martin every day, Kendrick. And then it went to her drinking 2 bottles of Remy Martin every day to where she has now a substance abuse problem with alcohol. So, girl, y'all will hear about all that in the next video. And no, she can't. I'm going to just say this. There's a restraining order. So, no, she can't come to my house. She can come to the hospital if she, chose to be here. And she's allowed to be here for the birth. But as far as going to the house, no, she would be arrested. So, and y'all about to get all of that. What the hell, 2 bottles of Remy? Yes. And Misha's the type of person that can't control her liquor. So when she gets drunk, she gets to acting like crazy. Oh, y'all about to find out when I post this video, I look rough. Okay, I'm sorry. It was like 3 in the morning when I recorded it. And I was in triage. I was kind of whispering that I just wanted to get the story out of my head. So I did that. Keeson, Keesoni. I like that. Um, that's interesting. I don't even know. Y'all, when I say I have not thought about his name at all, I have no idea. I'm open to any and all suggestions because he already had a full name, Elmise Josiah Williams. So I had no other names picked out, basically. Not one. So I'm open to anything. I'm not trying to have it like she was trying to have it spelled, have the same initial as her name, you know, and that she did that, but that's not happening. And I don't really like the initial, my initials are KLB, and I don't really like that. Okay, so here's a dilemma since you guys are here. So y'all know this story, you know, my mom was like a prostitute and on drugs, and she was like out there, right? And then the guy that supposedly was my father, you know, I found out at 14 years old he wasn't my father. So there was a DNA test. I was in foster care. I've carried his last name my entire life, but he's not my biological father, right? So that's my dilemma. I don't want to give my kid this guy's last name that's not even his grandfather because it's not my dad. I had a DNA test when I was 14. And I don't want my son to carry his last name. So I was like, how does that work? Like, if there's no father in the picture, right? Like, yeah, I'm legally married to Misha, so my last name is legally, I took her last name, which is Williams, but we about to get a divorce. And I'll be damned if my son is walking around. I'll be damned if my son is walking around with Williams. Like, no. So I know it's still me, but I like have an identity thing because I don't know my biological father and I would really like to know him. And I just like don't want my son to be walking around because okay, I could see like if the guy that was supposedly my father, girl, he was a pimp, he was a drug addict, a druggie. I'm carrying this man's last name that is a hot mess. So like how does that work? Wouldn't he carry my mom's last name, right, for my grandfather? I don't know how that works. Can y'all tell me? You can give your child whatever last name you want him to have. It'll come to you. You could use your maiden name. Tell them you're separated. They don't have to see divorce or anything. Tell them you're separated from the father. The father is not applicable. Yeah. So if that's the case, my mom's dad, which is my mom's last name, but it would become from my grandfather. That's what I would probably name my son's last name because that's my family. But I don't know. It's just like, you see how it makes it complicated? I know it's not that complicated, but it is, you know? Yeah. Well, this man didn't raise me. Shoot, he tortured me, okay? Not like that, but I'm just saying, like, he put me and my brothers through a lot as children because he had, like, you know how my brother Aaron has mental illness? That's where my brother Aaron got his bipolar schizophrenia from, was from his father Keith. But Keith had it in a way heavier. Okay. So, we'll see. I really, I would love to have my baby in the morning. If that's what the doctor says, then that's what the doctor says. He has to come out. But if she says, oh no, you can go home, we'll monitor you closely, you gotta come every other day, whatever, that's fine. But I think that would be nice for me to have a moment to pull my emotions together. You know what I'm saying? And my nails ain't done, my toes ain't done. I don't gotta wax. I know you don't need all that to have a baby, but yeah, I already had all my stuff packed. Like it was already ready to go. I have everything in there ready, organized. But I wanted to, I don't know, I want to have my nails, toes done. I wanted to wax. Not that that matters. I know that doesn't matter, but I'm just saying, like, right now, my state of mind and how hurt I am, I want to go pamper myself, you know? I want to go get a facial. I want to go get my eyebrows waxed. I want to go get my nails and toes done. Like, I want to just go and, like, pamper myself. Do she know you're in the hospital? Yep. She sure do. She don't care. Cairo. I like that. And you know what? I had like that name when we were trying to get names for Sunny. I don't even know if I said it right. Everybody's self-love and care routine is unique. Do you? Yeah, like I just wanted to like, imagine you're I'm not saying that girl's ugly because I don't like to call women ugly. Every woman has their own unique beauty, you know what I mean? And I'm not about to bash her looks, but all I'm saying is like she ain't me. And I just want to feel like me, you know? I want to get a facial, I don't know. I feel like that's what I need right now. I need to love on me. I don't want nobody I'm not about to go and get me a man. I know a lot of women do that. They go get a man or another woman to get over their hurt, but I don't operate like that. I need to heal. I need to go on a healing journey, okay? I'm not even worried about anybody else because I still love my wife. I'm in love with her. I'm married to her. We got to get a divorce, all that. Not the ugly stick, sis. So I definitely, y'all know I can't laugh. I got these monitors on my stomach. Thank you. I'm all bloated and crazy, but thank you, Queen. I'm just out here momming it. I mean, my hair looks good though. But besides that, I'm looking rough and stuff. I still kind of have like a black eye, but that don't even matter. So, thank y'all. Like, Cairo. I really like Cairo. I don't know why. I really, you know what? I know this is stupid, but we gonna do a vote. We gonna have to bring it down to 3 names, and we gonna do a vote. I'm so serious. Because at this point, I don't know. I'm just like over it. You know, when you're over being pregnant. And now I'm really over being pregnant because your girl needs a glass of wine, okay? I need a whole pampering day with a bottle of wine. That's what I need. And I'm so serious. Y'all really thugged it out with me for like a whole hour. And I appreciate you guys so much for being on my live for a whole hour. So I'm definitely going to post that video for you guys in the next about 40 minutes. Stay strong, mama. You got this. And you're going to regret. And she's going to regret all this when she has a sober streak. Yeah. Well, let's just say she could be going to jail for a little bit of time. And, when you got to sit, Misha doesn't do well in jail. She becomes not a healthy person. So if she has to go sit down in jail, I'm going to tell you right now, it'll hit her hard. Let's just say that. So, but I love y'all. I really do. I really do. And I really want to have a virtual baby shower. Whatever name you pick, say it out loud. Do a vote with your kids. That's what they said. They were like, Mom, you should tell us the names and we'll pick. Okay, EJ yelling. So, I like that idea. So, maybe you guys can just give me a whole bunch of names and I'll narrow it down to 3 names. And I'll let the kids pick. I'll let them vote on it. That'd be really cute. That way they can be involved and all that. I like that. Everything's gonna be all right. I keep telling myself that. I'm like, everything's gonna be okay. You know how you just gotta keep telling yourself that? I'm gonna be okay. This pain is not gonna last forever. Shoot, when somebody can get in your face and scream at you and say, I don't wanna be with you, leave me alone. Shoot, you better get the picture. She definitely downgraded a few levels. She definitely downgraded with that melanin, okay? But I love all shades, don't get it twisted, but I'm just saying. So, which is okay. And like, I'm not one of those people too that is like, oh, she gonna regret this. If she don't regret it, cool. She don't have to regret it, cause I'ma always boss up. I'ma always keep it pushing. Wait till, I have this whole snapback plan, that we talked about together, like really focusing on my, health and weight. And I'm following through with it. I don't care if she ain't here. I'm still gonna follow through with my whole journey and just wait on it. Cause sis about to get a mommy makeover after I lose the weight, okay? So sometimes, we all want to be loved, but I feel like in these moments when your life gets turned, like my life just got turned upside down right before I'm about to give a baby. I feel like the next year should be dedicated to me loving myself. Because imagine the last 8 years, it was me loving her, us loving each other. And so that's a long time to invest into somebody and invest in your children and build this family. And then to have your whole world rocked. I feel like it's important that I give myself, a year to find key again. Okay? Like I need, and I'm sorry, like I know a lot of women can bring men around their children, and I'm not shaming them, I'm not bashing them. Keelan, I like that. That's my little brother's name. I have a little brother named Keelan, but that's not me. Like my kids are shook, you guys. They love Misha. My kids love Misha to death. So I can not only just think about my feelings, I also have to take my kids' feelings into consideration that they're shook too, that they lost a parent, right? A parent that's not being considerate of their little minds and hearts. So a man or another woman coming into our life, nah, not right now. I need to find who I am again, single. You know what I mean? I need to find what I like and don't like because it's just about to be me and 4 kids. I need to. I'm gonna have an infant. You know what I mean? Like he. I don't know. I just can't. I just think it's like really unhealthy when women do that because they don't fall in love with their self again. And after you have a baby, you don't even be you again, Shoot, just having a baby alone, you gotta find you again. Imagine you're having a baby, you gotta go through postpartum, and then your wife shits on you. You know what I mean? So I really need to go on like a self healing, self love journey and not worry about being, having somebody around to love me because I'm so hurt. No, I don't want that kind of love. Keep that kind of love away from me. So, but I have to come up with a new channel name. Y'all, we need a baby. We need a name for the baby, a first and middle name. And this channel can't be Key Plus 3 no more because there's 4 of them. And I don't even know what it's going to be, you guys. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I can't. I promise you, I cannot. I just appreciate y'all talking to me and chatting with me so much. Hey, girl, hey. Thank you. And when I start my weight loss journey after my 8-week checkup, I'm gonna start a whole new channel, and I'll tell you guys the name. It's gonna be called Kennedy Key, and that's like the kind of like the brand that I'm gonna kind of go with. I came up with this a couple years ago, and that channel is gonna be like about me falling back in love with myself after having a baby and getting a divorce and being on a weight loss journey. You know? Yes. Key plus three and baby. Yeah. But you know what? Everything's changing in my life. I want to revamp it. I want a whole new name. Why not? Let's just change it up. Let's change it all the way up. Why not? We don't got to keep it that way no more. So I wonder how we could do it. I'm going to figure out maybe at the, I was going to say the digital baby shower. Maybe at the, I don't even know what it's called now, but Kareem, when we have the online baby shower, maybe that's when the kids can, if the baby don't come tomorrow, then we can have our little virtual baby shower ASAP. And then, and also I'm gonna drop the link to my Amazon baby registry on all the videos after this one. Well, when I post this one, I'm gonna put it in there too. And we can have a small little baby registry, even if it's just like 65 of y'all online with me, that's perfect. And we can like do the baby's name and come up suggestions for the new channel name. So, yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. But I really been on this live for a long time. I'm about to get off. I'm gonna edit the video, and it's the video explaining everything that transpired from Friday morning to Friday night and how I ended up at the ER. So until Saturday morning, and then I'm vlogging right now, me being here on Saturday. So you guys will get this vlog in the morning, because I'm about to get on my vlogging. I'm about to bring you guys this content, okay? So thank you for supporting my live. I love y'all so much. Thank you for chatting with me. Thank you for throwing these baby names out here. I'm getting into the from the club drink. Okay, sis, take a shot for me. Oh. Take a shot for me, sis. Love you, sis. Good night. I appreciate all you guys. I really do. And we gonna get through this together, okay? Y'all gonna be my little cheerleaders. We gonna get through this self-love journey and heal together. But thank you for just listening to me and, just getting me through the last 2 hours, because I was really in my feelings. I really was. Love you, sis. And if anything changes, if they say, the baby gonna come out, I'll go live. So make sure you guys put your notification bells on. Make sure you like this video when you exit out, please, because I will go live if anything changes about the status of the baby coming out, so I can like immediately update you guys. So yeah, I love y'all. Yes, we all got you, and I know you don't know this, but you're helping heal my journey. Oh, and that's what I want to do. That's why I'm posting the most vulnerable things in my life. And some people don't like it. And some people think like, oh, you shouldn't be sharing that. But so many people are going through things in silent and private. And so when you share your intimate things, sometimes it can help the next person overcome the things that they're battling in silent and bring them to light and encourage them. And that's always what I've wanted to do. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to let this bring me down. I'm going to let this put me in a position to not only better myself as a mom, as somebody's girlfriend one day, but as just me being a human on my platform for you guys. So that was a mouthful, but I'm getting sleepy. I'm going to try to give me some shut-eye after I edit this video. So I love you guys so, 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 so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.